Hi, welcome to the second part of the How to JoW, How to Make Tournaments series of How to JoW videos. Today we're going to learn how to do a round robin tournament, and we'll be looking at how it's different from an elimination tournament. So let's head over to Super Japan Pro Wrestling in the daunting year of 1996. Right. Annually, SJPW has the A1 tournament, which is a storied and very popular round robin tournament, and it happens to be round robin, which I have already said. So let's go into the history and check out tournaments. As you can see, previous tournaments you can see the results of. The 3T Tag Team Tournament, the Super Cruiser Invitational also have participated in Super Japan, a company that's well known for its very popular tournaments. As you can see here, the results of last year's tournament, the A1, the 8 finalists, and from the original 2 groups of tournaments. It's called a round robin tournament. It's sort of an archaic term lost to the annals of time. Used to be a French term meaning round ribbon. The English term sometimes used is an American style tournament, but it could also be called an everyone against everyone tournament. As you can see here, everyone competes against everyone else at least once in both groups. This one was split into 4 groups, so Group A and Group B, everyone would compete against each other. Group C and Group D, everyone would compete against each other. And then I had the top 2 from each of them come and compete in the quarterfinals and then the finals, and then the final winner was Takeshi Nakajimi. And there's previous year's tournament results as well. Let's get on to this year's tournament. January 1995. Let's see who our call-up is first. Let's see. Solar Flare, Azul Tornado. Both of those are Super Juniors. And Kyoko Senshi. He is cool. All right. Anyway, on to the tournament itself. I'll give you a little lore dump if that sort of thing interests you. Super Japan Pro Wrestling was started sometime before 1989 as it separated from the workers of martial arts strong style, that and its sister company, Joshi Puroresu Japan, who you may have watched other videos about from another much better streamer than I ever was. And they have created this 2 sister brotherhood combination of Super Japan and Puroresu Joshi. I'll show you what I mean. The company, other companies here, there, Martial Arts Strong Style, our competitor, who we used to work with, Joshi Puro Worldwide, is sort of our sister company. That actually has no bearing in the actual way you play the game currently, but future updates may have that as a feature for partnerships and rivalries. If we wanted to, we could rebrand, but that's another video altogether. So anyway, I have digressed. Anyway, our number 1 tournament of the year for our Super Japan Puroresu brand is the A1 tournament. We will book that as a round robin tournament. So let's just get over to that. Book a tournament with the tournament button here. Tell it. As you can see, well, actually you can't see because it doesn't capture drop down, so you can, previous tournaments have their names here that you have booked previously. And as you book them more and more, their prestige rises, which can get you more hype and better ratings. Let's choose the A1 tournament. A1 tournament is a round robin tournament. And this year we're just going to do it in 2 groups. We're going to have 2 participants advance to the finals, and the semifinals will be competed at the actual event. Now, you have a choice of multiples of either 2, 4, 8, 12, or 24. I'm going to go with a solid 12 contenders. You can see, Super Japan is an all-male roster, so I don't need to filter through that. And it's more for prestige than any title, so even sitting champions can compete in the tournament itself. So we're going to choose from these 12, the top 12 workers that we've got in the company. Kaiju, Kensuru Nakajima, last year's champion. Kaiju, the one the year before. Taka Kanamiro, who just looks cool and I like him. Takeshi Nakajimi, his former partner and now his enemy. You go with Big Daddy Sumotomo, Shinriko Suruta, Tyler Blood, who we remember from 1989. He's got a little bit of on in years. A Behemoth. All characters in TTW are original characters, and any similarity to real characters, fictitious or alive or dead, is purely coincidental. Go with Pawakoji, Hercules Kobayashi, Titanic Toyota, and one more. Let's choose a little wild card. Let's go with the popular Canadian Gary Vulcan. Was never really that big in Canada, but when he moved to Japan, he became a novelty act. So now we have the 12 participants. We create the group, and you can see them here. I think too many big guys in the first one and not enough in the second. So let's just mix it up a little bit. Let's move Toyota there, and let's keep Kaiju there. The other top favorite, Nakajima, he can go in this one. Okay, so now we're going to create the tournament. And again, just like with the elimination tournament, the first preliminary rounds are going to be competed on a weekly show. Now, this is going to be a much longer tournament, up to 30 matches, because it's everyone against everyone, as I explained earlier. So you go straight to playing. And again, you can let the computer decide, you can let yourself decide. You'll notice your Tyler Blood has only got 3 appearances. However, when you're in a tournament, all of that competing should only count as a single appearance. So we will not be in the negative appearances after this if he happens to advance. Which he does not, but I digress. Fun fact, Big Daddy Sutomu will go on to open the company Wrestling Japan Unlimited in the future. But that's another story. Now, something interesting happened in the last match that I competed. I went ahead and ran a few while you were waiting. You'll notice here that Behemoth has suffered an injury. But you'll also notice further down that he has decided he is going to fight it through and continue to fight in the tournament. So if you're ever curious what happened there, that's what happens there. So, moving right along. A strong, solid showing by Gary Vulcan in the tournament so far. And some others not so much. As you can see by the ratings, though, Kensuru can carry anyone to a 4-star match. Even someone as big as useless as Toyota. I know. You'll see the preliminary round has finished, and here is the score for each of them by wins and losses. It'll grant you 2 points for each win, no points for a loss, and I forgot to do a tie, and perhaps I will just do that in the next round to determine what happens with that. Anyway, enough of that, let's move forward. And as you can see, we've moved on to the main tournament finals itself and the A1 tournament. It had a minimum of 6 matches, so I went ahead and added these 3, and we already forgot that I was doing it, and I kept playing through before I started recording, but we'll just pretend that you saw all that too. So, the finals, the semifinals of Taka and Kaiju. Kaiju won over Taka. Now it'll be Kensuru Nakajima against Shinrikyo Saruto. And let's go ahead and get that done. In the final, it'll be Kaiju against whom we shall find out in a moment. Yes. And the winner, Nakajima. And the winner of the A1 tournament of 1995 is Kansuru Nakajima. A fine and wonderful tournament for everyone. And as you can see down here, you can scroll back and see where we came to from this. Actually, we can't, but it was supposed to do that. Oh well. And say, better prestige. Reputation has gone down for some reason. And continue. There's the ticker for the news. How well we did, not particularly great, so we lost 4,000 fans, but I still think it was a good showing. Continue. Various worker demands, your welcome hazard. Let's pretend I actually did that. Now, we can go into the history and look at the tournament results here. Here was this year's A1 tournament. There's our results. And that's how you do a round-robin tournament. If you have any questions or I glaringly omitted anything, just add your question to the comments and I will address them either in the comments or in a follow-up video. Thank you very much for watching.